economize a little bit with the energy. Chen and John.
Yeah, that was against the Indian pair of Ponapan and Reddy, who had their moments in that match, but these two will have to play out of their skins, really, to pull something off. Just, again, we're looking at the form, the head-to-head encounters. Not to say, of course, that Kititharakul and Prajongjai are not great players. They are in their own right, but it's going to be tough. They have, on the BWF World Tour, won 3 titles, the Thailand Masters in 2018, the Chinese Taipei Open in 2019, and the Oleo Masters most recently in 2021. Gold medals as well, the Southeast Asian Games. They've got bronze medals in the Sudirman Cup, silver in the Yuba in 2018, a couple of bronzes as well, 2020, 2021, 22. But there you go, that is the head-to-head. 13 matches played, all 13 have gone to the Chinese pair. The last time they met was at the Yuba Cup just a few weeks ago, where they managed to take a game off their opponents. That's not something they do very often. But I'm just looking at crumbs of comfort for them, Steen, because it's not good reading for them, is it?
No, and I also don't think the venue favors them. I called their match against Puritan and Tina Muralidharan in last week's Indonesian Masters, and it favors more the attacking style, in my opinion.
Well, such has been the dominance of Chen and Jia Yifan. Only twice in 13 encounters have they ever dropped a game against this Thai pair. And one of those was the last time that they met. That was in Thailand very recently. So Chen from the south of China, in Guangdong. She's 164 centimeters tall, 24 years of age, and is the world #1. Also, of course, silver medalist at the Olympic Games with her partner here. They are the current world champions. Jia Yifan is 24, 170 centimeters tall from Tianjin. They've won Sudirman Cups, Yuba Cups, Asian Game gold medalist here in Jakarta itself, in this very venue. Asian champions of the past as well. Current. And on the World Tour, they've won 8 titles, most recently last week, and the German Open this year as well. There is their results. They had a surprising match against Beck and Lee, and then normal service resumed against Ponapan and Reddy. And they had to kind of push themselves a little bit, didn't they, in their first match?
Yeah, but we know that Beck and Lee, they're one of the top combinations. They can really spell trouble for a lot of pairs here, and they certainly did. They also had to play on Tuesday after winning on Sunday, so tough conditions.
Here's Jongkolpan Kititharakul, who's 29 years of age, from the north of Thailand in Chiang Mai, 170 centimeters tall, currently 8th in the world. Her highest was 6th about just over 4 years ago. The Prajongjai is from the capital, 164 centimeters tall, 28 years of age. And yeah, they have got quite the task ahead of them. So perhaps expand on that a little bit more as to why, as we just see their results here. Honderek and Sai, perhaps surprisingly that they were pushed there to 3.
No, they're also quite good. The Canadian pair, so sort of like playing this little overlap. They're not perhaps as strong as the Thai pair, but they can spell trouble. They're a good pair. I think they are the Pan American champions in women's doubles, and they've spelled trouble for a lot of good pairs.
Again, Muragaya from Malaysia is the umpire, and the service judge, Goran Jelisijevic, is the Serbian service judge. So perhaps expand for us, Steen, as to why this venue would not suit their style, the Thais.
Yeah. Well, what's going on here?
Some confusion on who's serving and who's receiving. I thought they would have settled that with the toss earlier.
Ladies and gentlemen, on my right, Jongalpon Kititharakul and Ravinda Prajongjai, Thailand.
You also see the Indonesian audience is not really woken up yet. That footwork normally is followed by
China. Jai is going to serve to Jongalpon Kititharakul. Low ball, play.
Yeah, the thing about the arena here is that the Thai pair is a strong pair, but they don't have a player that is as dangerous as Jai Fan. Basically, no combination has, and in this arena here, it's very important to be able to attack because of the drift, sideways drift left to right, and drift alongside the court coming from Prajongjai and Kititharakul towards Chen here, and that means that it's difficult to play the lines with accuracy. It's difficult to use the whole court, which gives better opportunity for a more attacking style. On the other hand, it perhaps helps them to perhaps score another game win, because there's one side where it's easier to attack. That's the one they're playing at the moment.
Yeah.
And they started out very positive when they played the last time they met in Thailand. But I must also say, as far as I remember that match, Jai Fan started out a little bit slow there, and then suddenly found her form later in the match. So if she's up and running from the beginning, it still might be the Chinese in the driver's seat.
Yeah, there've been a few slow starters today, I have to say, on this court. Saw that with Yuta Watanabe and Alisa Geshino, and then Bing Chiao.
Yeah.
Everyone needs to wake up a little bit today, including the crowd.
And figure out the conditions, and now we've reached the quarterfinals, so the competition is top-notch in all the disciplines. If you had a couple of easy matches in the beginning, perhaps you're not really in the right pace, and you need to find that. And if you're then starting on the difficult side to play, then a lot can happen.
Well, having raced to a 4-love lead, Chen and Jai Fan, Kititharakul and Prajongjai have fought back nicely. 3 points now in a row from them.
And it's a little bit sloppy shot, that one from Chen there, because I mean they actually played a good rally, stood their ground in the defense, and this shot there, you never win on that shot. It's just got to pass on top of the tape. It's a sort of transportation shot. No opponents nearby on the front court. And we've seen it in some matches that Chen, if she's played with not too much pace below the tape, or there's a big mistake by Jia Yifan. Or if she's made to work on the back court, she tends to go a little bit too sharp for the possible golden shots, the tight spinning or the tight drop shot from the back court, or as we saw here, played too close to the net to create an opportunity.
Service over, 5-4.
Good interception by Jia Yifan.
4.
Excellent work
Very
by
good. Yep.
Kititharakul and Prajongjai there.
5-6.
Still 1 point in it at the moment. There's not much you could do with that, Jia Yifan. Okay, right out out.
Service over, 7-5.
Long, yeah.
Yeah, all left there, Jia Yifan.
And it's the first game here that, in my opinion, where Prajongjai and Kititharakul has the biggest chance of winning, because their attack gets a little bit of help, and the defense also get a little bit of help. It's sometimes very difficult to get, especially the smashes from Jia Yifan back with correct length. But here the drift actually also helps getting it back with interest. The difficulty is, of course, to keep it inside the back line, but at least they should be able to get it past the front court player.
You mentioned shots from this side, Steve. You've got to push a little harder, don't you?
You've got to push a little harder, and the tricky part of it is that the upper right corner on the screen here, the backhand corner of Kititharakul and Prajongjai, is actually also quite fast, because the sideways drift sort of adds a little speed alongside the court as well. So we have sort of different speed limits in all four corners, you could say, where the backhand corner of the ties is the fastest, and the left corner nearest us here is the slowest on the court.
Yeah, lots to take into consideration.
If you contort the lines of the court a little bit, and instead of making it
one longer and the other
exactly, that's the actual lines that you play on. The players should have a picture of a red line that sort of defines the court, and it's not the white lines here.
Is that what you used to sort of tell players about how you sort of picture things?
9
yeah.
All.
and you've mentioned as well, Steen, that it changes. It can change within minutes as well.
It can change, yeah.
Service for 2-eye. Service over.
So players have to be really on top of it, don't they?
9.
Yeah. Oh, that's the service fault on Kititharakul there. One service fault, one service error. That's pretty much the difference in this first game. Yeah, it was the mistake again from below the tape.
Yeah, they're not able to
Chen.
quite assert themselves like they did at the start of this match.
Interception.
It's a very long rally, this one.
It's a good one. They're working really hard again. Oi, big mistake.
Mistake there for Prajongjai. By far the longest rally we've had.
10 interval.
And with that, Chen and Jia Yifan go into the interval with a 1-point lead.
Court 1, 20 seconds. Court 1, 20 seconds. Coach, return to the chair. Coach, return to the chair. Players back on court.
So as you saw there, 81 shots was that rally. But they'll be really pleased, at least Prajongjai and Kititharakul, that they've kept pace with their opponents, haven't they?
Yeah, I think they will. I'm not. I'm impressed by the athleticism and the technical skills of these four players. I'm not too impressed with the game planning or the strategy.
Play.
From either side, actually. Because I think the Chinese pair play the defense from this side here too passive. Sort of leaves opportunities open for Prajongjai and Kititharakul, which I feel that strength-wise, that's a good defense from Jia Yifan. And this is where I feel Chen could be a little bit more insisting when she's at the back. Hit a few more smashes, trying to set up an interception from Jia Yifan. And from a tie perspective, I would let Chen see much more action. Jia Yifan is clearly the most dangerous player, there is in women's doubles, in my opinion. And if I were the Thais, I would have the game plan saying, if Chen and Jia is going to beat us, then it's going to be Chen who does it.
Jia just trying to force the issue into the net. And a long rally.
12.
Couple in a row now. Oh, you should have got that over. Frustration there. For Jia Yifan. 59 shots that one.
Good shot.
Brilliantly done. Raminda Prajongjai.
All.
That's great play by Kititharakul and Prajongjai. Exactly what I would like to see, that they're putting pressure on Chen, and if she's not able to work harder than this, then she won't be able to play Jia Yifan good. Then Jia Yifan has to take some chances getting out. You saw she was looking to move out to her forehand side. That leaves openings on the front court. She cannot afford those.
Service over.
Raminda Prajongjai.
13 all.
All square here.
But in all honesty, it was also a good play by Chen. Look how she moves to that corner. So Prajongjai, out of the corner of her eye, saw that she's moving and putting pressure on. So it's important to move also without sort of being directly involved.
And that puts your opponent into two minds.
Yeah. Where you feel that your shot has to be more accurate than you actually need to. Good smashes from Chen there, because they invite returns to the forehand side of Jia Yifan, and there she's much better at intercepting. It's been good rallies here after the interval.
13.
Also by the Thai pair.
It's been intense so far.
Yeah.
Just 1 point separating the two.
And we saw they tried again the attack all cross to Chen's forehand. This time she was alert to it.
Chen and Jia Yifan have won this tournament before, 2017. And that year as well, Chen got to the final of the mixed doubles, playing with Zhang So-wei.
Service over. 15. 14.
Difficult it was to hit the right line there. Look how much that drifts to the right.
Well, they haven't had a 2-point lead. They haven't had more than a 1-point lead in a while, so.
So we are strapping on her shoulder there.
Yeah.
Kititharakul.
Good from Prajongjai. Well, she gets her luck. They will gladly take it.
Service over, 15-16.
Still just a point behind them. Can't quite assert themselves yet, the Chinese pair, in this match.
Well played. Good actions from Prajongjai, who's normally not the preferred front court player. Excellent. Really made a decisive move there to the forehand side and followed up on the attack from Kititharakul.
All level again.
Good shot.
That's nicely done by Jai Yifan.
Service over, 17-16.
And this is a must-win game for Kititharakul and Prajongjai if they're to have any hope of scoring their first win against the world champions, because when they change ends, the attack from the Chinese gets a little bit more bite. The attack from the Thais becomes a little bit more manageable.
Service over, 17 all.
Still not able to take a firm grip of this first game. Nothing between these two sides.
And now there's a lot of luck into it as well. So you can easily get called for a service mistake or net a shot that's a little bit too sharp.
They go into the lead here. Kititharakul and Prajongjai. Now, can they move on to win this? 3 points required.
Oh, fantastic.
Wonderful from Kititharakul.
19-17.
Into that far corner. This is the biggest lead they've had so far in this match. What a time to do it.
Oh, she touched it.
Yeah, and what a touch. Prajongjai.
18-19.
Same shot.
Kititharakul, very similar, wasn't it? And they have 2 game points.
break.
Lots of chat going on here between Jai Fan and Chen.
Yeah, the umpire should intervene because there's no break in between the rallies. We should have continuous play.
Saved 1 game point.
Service over, 19-20.
Still that chat going on.
Good push.
Oh, they've got good chances here. They've done it, and only for the 3rd time in 14 matches have Kititharakul and Prajongjai taken a game of Chen.
First game won by Jongalpon Kititharakul and Ravita Prajongjai.
They've won it 21-19.
Court won 20 seconds. Court won 20 seconds.
Well, the Chinese coach was having a very animated conversation, shall we say, with the players.
Yeah.
Second game.
It's a game too late,
No
in my opinion.
Play.
What? Wow. Excellent play.
What a rally to get us going into game 2. 75 shots, almost the longest one we've had so far. It's been 81 as a record so far in this match. So where do you think they got it wrong, Chen and Jia, in game 1, Steve?
They were way too passive, in my opinion. And I mean, on this near side of the court, I would like to see the Thais play some of the same playing style. Flat lifts so that they can push their defense forward and play flat defense instead of long defense, because in the long run, the long defense from the near side of the court here is too difficult to stand your ground in. So you've got to be able to sort of play a safe defense, safe in quotation mark, because it's difficult, of course. And you've got to be really ready because the shuttle arrives a little bit faster on your side of the court. And then you chase the backcourt player from side to side. The backcourt player on the far side. That's a good flicker.
Very good.
3-1.
But the thing is, it's very difficult to score the same way they scored in the first game. So they've got to score from the first part of the court, and at times when they get the upper hand in the flat game, they've got to step forward, both of them, and try to outmaneuver the Chinese in the flat game, because they will have a little bit tougher task lifting, as you can see here.
Yeah.
They can't just clear it to the back line. That's not possible. And Prajongjai and Kititharakul, they should exploit that, and I would have liked to see the Chinese exploit it in the first game, and they didn't. They just played regular.
You don't think they were proactive enough?
Not at all, and not really playing the conditions the right way. But we have to remember they're still the world champions and the Asian Games champions in this arena here. So what they're doing is still pretty good. I just feel that there's actually a lot of possibilities of challenging Chen and Jia, because I don't think they play close to tactically perfect.
That might just give a little opening here for Kititharakul and Prajongjai.
Service over. 3-4.
It. Excellent,
good
really good play, and clever to play it straight down the line. Both Thai players focusing on that forehand corner there, because so difficult to get it away.
Nicely done there by Kititharakul, 4-all.
That's it. Oh, she's a little bit too far back. Prajongjai, she knows it from the body language. We didn't see it on the screen, but she was signaling to herself to get forward. She's a little bit too far back.
Yeah, there you go.
There it was.
Yeah.
If she's a foot forward, a foot extra forward there, she's winning that flat game exchange. That's going wide.
That was going out, wasn't it?
Yeah. There it is again. That's going out.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's a good
point. It's difficult if they're going to play on all of the green there, the two players from Thailand. but a good strategy play the last two rallies here, and now they are a little bit challenged. Could it be that they should get their first victory ever today?
That would be something. Good defense so far.
Yeah.
He finally comes through.
Service over. 6-5.
But this is a good old battle, isn't it? So
Yeah, it is. But when she gets into that one, Jae-fan, you don't get out of it again. She's just too powerful. Flat left, good. Good. Excellent. Good play.
well, you were enjoying about 3/4 of that rally as far as the tide perspective.
Yeah. And then they started targeting Jae-fan, and that's just dangerous. They could score, but they could also get her started. And they've been so successful in targeting the side where the sideways drift is a factor. And when they've got Chen standing in that side, they've got to
go for that.
They got to do it. They got to work that side and sort of invoke a reaction from the Chinese pair. And that's where a lot of players go wrong. I mean, if you find the formula, then use it and use it and use it. Then play a little bit of variation to keep it open, but then go for it, and go for it again. Because it's not easy scoring points against these two very accomplished
yeah, they were in a good position for much of that rally, weren't they?
Yeah.
Well, that's the side that you're saying they should attack.
And the especially the cross smash there comes a little bit faster because the sideways drift helps you.
Service over.
And what if she catches it and plays it straight back? Then the sideways drift is still into play. So they don't even have to cover the line because it's very unlikely that she gets it directly on the line.
Yeah.
Too high. It's soft.
Oh, wouldn't go over.
Good play by Chen. There she had the right touch, playing it into the net from a low position. Really good. Look at this. That changes the rally around immediately.
Don't shout to the opponent.
2 points up here. Chen and Jia.
Got to step forward the time. Yeah, half a shoe forward. Otherwise, there are possibilities, and Chen will play Jae-fan in on the front court eventually. Take a look at the back court. I think that would have gone long. Finished.
3 in a row. Much better now for the Chinese pair. And a 3-point lead as well. Are we reaching a turning point here, perhaps? Let's see.
Change.
Shot.
That's a really good shot there for Prajongjai.
Service over. 7-9.
Now the next attack from same position should sit a little bit outside of the backhand from Jia Yifan, because Chen's got to respect that the cross can come. Flat lift, step forward. You also need to step forward so you can reach the drop shots early and play them back flat.
Oh, that's getting the net along the way.
8-9.
And that lead is whittled down just to 1. Battling away these two.
They're playing a really good match, Prajongjai and Kititharakul.
Yep, never allowing their more illustrious opponents to run away with this.
Good defense from Chen.
Yeah, really
getting that
done.
cross is brilliant.
Sorry, Chen come. Coach from the side. Not really.
Give our opinion, except that it looked high, but it might be 5 millimeters. It's about good push. Prajongjai's become much better on the front court.
Good reactions there from Prajongjai. You wanted to go down the line more, you've done it. Well, they have battled away so well, haven't they, the ties? So going into that interval, it's again another slender lead for Chen and Jia, 11-10 in game 2. And they are trailing by that first game as well.
Court 1, 20 seconds. Court 1, 20 seconds. Coach, return to the chair. Coach, return to the chair. ฝั่งเนี้ยพอถ้าสมมติว่าเองขวาเปิดแบบจัดเรสเรสเพราะว่าเรสมันกลางเลยเพราะอะไรเพราะว่าเป็นอินเดียแท็กซี่บอล
So Steen, going into the second half of game 2, it was a similar sort of situation in game 1, wasn't it? And Prajongjai and Kititharakul surged ahead at the crucial moment.
Yeah.
They're on the so-called harder side of things, but they seem to be coping quite well.
They've done well so far. I think they're pushing the Chinese into play better. I think very often Chen has much more potential than we see her. She's sort of been reduced to being a playmaker, setting it up around the attacking abilities of Jia Yifan. That's great play by
Prajongjai. Well done.
Yeah. But they're going to have to respond to the challenges that Prajongjai and Kititharakul is presenting. They're going to have to step up their game on the front court and the flat game. Jia Yifan and Chen. They could have made life easier for themselves had they done it already in the first game.
12-11.
Right now, there's a lot of momentum with the ties. I would perhaps go for a drive serve down the middle. Just went for the long. Now that's the way Chen can play.
Service over. 12-all.
Way too often we see her play safe, leaving it to Jia Yifan to score, but she has the abilities. It's just been a while since we've seen them. That was high as well. That's the service judge. Wide. Good shot.
Survived that one.
Good shot. Cross. Fantastic.
Really nice done.
Kititharakul wasn't alert that she was going to play cross. She stood covering the middle. What a great rally it was, both sides. There it is. Yeah, she didn't see it. Kititharakul.
49 shots, that one. They're now just in front here. Every point being scrapped away for.
That's one of these things in women's doubles. You've got to learn how to read the situations the same way. So Prajongjai saw that Chen was vulnerable in her backwards movement to the defense. Kititharakul wasn't alert to the fact, or at least she didn't think the partner was going to go for it. It's fantastic play. And now they've gone forward, the Chinese pair. They've taken up the challenge in the flat game now. Look how close they both stand. And it was before that. Overcovering the front court. And Chen finding some of her mixed double skills from the past.
Now two in front here. The Chinese pair. Tumbles over.
That's the way to play the defense. Forward.
Oh. And they are on a roll here, the Chinese pair now. 3 points consecutively. They have that momentum, don't they, the Chinese? That gives him a little bit of an opening perhaps.
15.
As we see it again here, and Chen's reaction. Look, she knows it. Just the opening. But it's 2 points, the deficit. Couple in a row.
15.
And these are the battling qualities we've seen from the Thais in this match.
Yeah. Kititharakul is struggling a little bit at the moment, in my opinion. She's got a little bit too long swings. But yeah, it is the battle that that they have to play. The Chinese have stepped up, so they need a little bit of luck. Prajongjai and Kititharakul got to use the back court. Good flat lift. Step forward. Good play. Wait, that's not good. Fantastic rally.
Very good rally, this one.
Oh, what a
they've got
defense!
It. Brilliant. Prajongjai has drawn them level. 47 shots. The quality of the rally, Steen.
Yeah.
Absolutely brilliant. They've hung in there, haven't they?
I'm very impressed with Prajongjai's game in this match.
What is it about her that you've been so impressed with?
She's playing much better on the front court, much more adventurous, going for the chances, which is not her normal strength. She's strong from the back court. Not that she can't play on the front court, I just feel that she's improved, and it's really nice to see when players get better in some areas. Be more adventurous, proactive. Good defense, flat defense. That's going wide. Oh, she's taking everything, Chen.
Wow.
That's also probably going long. I think the Thais have taken a couple of shots too much in the backcourt, but of course rather play it safe.
Kept it alive there, Prajongjai. It's in, it is in, and they've taken the lead. 4 in a row for the Thais.
Good interception by Kititharakul here.
51 shots that one. Well, they've expended a lot of energy. They are pushing themselves, and now the finish line is perhaps in sight, perhaps there's still some work to do.
They cannot think about the finish line. They've got to think about how they're going to play. What has gotten them here, that's the way they've got to keep on playing. The umpire have to stop them, say you've already got 23 or whatever points. They cannot think about the result because then they will get nervous.
What you're not seeing right now is a big chat between Chen and Chia. 4 points is what they need, but as Steen said, it's 1 point at a time.
Playing a lot to the backhand side. Cross smash.
Oh, nicely done.
There it is.
Oh, yes.
Brilliant.
They are going to challenge. Oh, what do you think, Steve?
I think it's in.
Let's see if that is just a hopeful challenge. It is in. It gives them a really good shot here. Steve, how much of that head-to-head is at the back of the minds of Prajongjai and Kititharakul? They're surely having to just think, no, just focus on this game, but it's got to be there somewhere.
59.3%. I have no idea.
It's human nature though, isn't it? That somewhere we've never beaten these guys. We're almost there.
Well, we're playing well.
Oh, and they are indeed.
And there's a big chance I'm going to have to eat my words from the beginning. But what a joy it's been to watch this match so far.
On the plus side, Steve, we could be in front of a historical match.
Exactly.
Crowd firmly in their favour now for the ties.
Good defense. Net. Wow, that's a fantastic rally.
They've survived it so far.
Oh, that's a beauty.
Wonderful.
What a play.
Kititharakul steps up and 5 match points here. Incredible from Kititharakul and Prajongjai.
And they've kept on being proactive, going for the chances.
That's what you've been talking about. That's what you wanted from them.
Yes. I didn't think they could do it.
At times I felt like you wanted to go down there and coach them.
Yeah. If they speak any Danish, then...
Well, we're on the cusp of something quite special here. They've got a cushion at least of 5 match points. This crowd absolutely loving it.
There it is.
They have done it! History in the making! For the first time in 14 encounters dating back to 2015, this tie pair of Jongkok Kititharakul and Ravinda Prajongjai have finally beaten Chen and Jia Yifan and upset the odds. What an incredible match, team.
Fantastic play by these two, especially Ravinda Prajongjai. She really played fantastic today. Full court coverage, very proactive. And it's so nice when we see these surprises. The Chinese pair they're great players. They're going to bounce back. There's no doubt about it. But they were also told here today you cannot play at perhaps 90% and still get away with it.
Well, it is one of the famous head-to-heads, certainly in women's doubles, and it has been finally overturned. The duck has been broken, and the sheer joy in their faces. They played superbly, upset the odds, and they've got themselves a place in the semi-finals of the Indonesia Open 2022. Many congratulations to the Thai pair of Jongkopan Kititharakul and Rawinda Prajongjai. They beat China's top seeds here, the world number ones Chen and Jai 21-19, 21-15. Indonesia Open has been throwing up some great stories, and it doesn't get much bigger at the moment. And Kititharakul and Prajongjai finally beating Chen and Jai. How do we top that? Well, we've got a great match up next in women's singles, the 6-seeded Japanese